Society have been getting under people's skin over the fact that they are not married at a certain age. They don't have a family at a certain age. They don't have kids at a certain age. They are not even in a relationship at a certain age. But the most hypocritical mindset behind that is that society won't be with you when you find yourself getting a divorce just because you were rushing into a relationship, just because you were trying to satisfy societal's norm. Which brings me to today's video. 4 reasons why you need to stop rushing into relationships. 4 reasons why you need to stop rushing into relationships. What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome to Peace, Love, Happiness 101. On this channel, we give relationship advice. If this is something that you're into, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell because we've got a lot to talk about. Too many people get in relationships without knowing who the person really is. You don't know the person's medical background. You don't know the person's financial stability. You don't know the person's long-term projects. You don't know if the person already have a bunch of kids. You don't know if the person has already been married multiple times. You don't know if the person is a serial killer. You don't know if the person's not going to abuse you. You don't know if the person do not have any mental damage, if the person is even mentally stable. You don't know if the person's not going through depression. You don't know if the person's battling suicidal thought. You don't know anything about the person, but just because you want to be in a relationship, you just want to rush into the relationship. And that's the biggest problem, because people do not want to have those conversations. People are more worried about what society gonna say, what the parents, what the friends, how they're gonna look on social media, how everybody gonna see them being married without knowing exactly who they are getting married to. And that's why I think it's important to have those type of conversations, because when you first start to date the person, they are not gonna tell you exactly what they are going through. That's the situation. The person is gonna dive into the first impression mindset, especially if they're trying to sculpt the image of making you think they are the perfect person for you. They are the perfect partner. They are the perfect husband to be. They are the perfect wife. They are gonna give you all the good impressions just to make you fall in love with them more. And that's why I always tell folks, always pay attention to little details. Always pay attention to the little red flags that are gonna come out in the middle of the dating process. It's important that you guys pay attention to things like that, because there are a lot of things you won't know about the person, maybe even after you get married with the person. So please stop rushing into a relationship, because you will never take time to get to know each other. You will never take time to know if this was only a connection, if it was only a seasonal process, if it was just somebody that you were supposed to spend a glimpse of time with. Just because you guys are connected now does not mean that you're gonna be connected in the next year. Which means if you are not compatible enough with each other, there are a lot of things that are not gonna match in the years to come. Which is why it's so important to always give yourself time to get to know the person. Do not rush into the relationship. Do not try to satisfy anybody's view. Do not try to put yourself in a funnel just because this is what all your friends are doing. Your friends are happy, good for them. Your friends are in a marriage, good for them. As a matter of fact, you might not even know what your friends are going through. You don't know anything about it. The same way that you could be smiling while everything is going crazy at home, it could be the exact same thing going on at your friend's house. That's the situation. People won't tell you the truth about the relationships until the relationship become a public matter. They won't tell you anything. They're always trying to make you think that their marriage is good, therefore you need to get married to. Do not let society trick you to think because you are 40, because you are 30, because you are 35, you automatically need to be in a relationship. Especially for you ladies, there are a lot of things available in today's technology that will help you when it comes to giving birth. So do not dive into a relationship because you want to satisfy societal's view. It won't be necessary if the relationship is going to bring you more damage than helping you grow. So the best way to go about this is to pray, have faith, and definitely take time to get to know someone. The second reason you don't want to rush into a relationship is because you don't want to look desperate. Whenever you start to look desperate, there are things that you're gonna start losing immediately. The first thing is that the person is gonna realize that you are desperate, therefore they're gonna feel comfortable to take advantage of you. Yes, that's the first thing. They're gonna realize, okay, you know what? I don't think she understands that she's capable of pulling any other man or any other woman. I don't think he or she is capable of doing that. Therefore, I'm going to do everything in my power to keep her on a leash. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep her on a leash. I'm going to do a lot of stupid stuff. A lot of things that I know I'm not supposed to do. Since she's desperate, I know she won't let me go. I'm going to have a sugar leash that's basically keeping her in. Every time she feels like it's time for her to leave, she's going to remember the little things that I used to do so she could still stay despite of the stupid things that I'm going to do to her. That's the problem. That's one of the things that usually happen when somebody realizes that you're desperate. If you're already showing the person that you're desperate, they're going to take advantage of you. The second thing that usually happens when you make yourself look desperate is that the person is gonna not only lose respect for you and not seeing your worth the way it's supposed to be seen. If you already look desperate, if I'm already taking advantage of you, therefore I don't really need to respect you because of the things that I'm gonna do are not gonna be respectful things. I'm probably gonna be cheating out there without you knowing that I'm cheating, because despite me telling you that I was cheating, or anybody coming to you telling you that I'm cheating, you won't believe it because I have a way to make you think that I'm not doing it. Therefore, I'm disrespecting your space, I'm disrespecting the relationship, I'm disrespecting everything that you probably believed in. But since you are desperate, you are blind to see anything like that because you want to be in that relationship. That's the problem. And sometimes you might not even think that you look desperate, but the things that you will be doing in a relationship just to keep the person in will send the signal to the person, letting them know that, oh, I don't think she thinks she's capable of pulling anybody. Therefore, I'm gonna do what I want to do. And the craziest thing about that is that there are a lot of relationships like that out there. There are a lot of people who already know that the guy they are with or the young lady they are with is broken on the inside. And since they've come to that realization, they're just gonna do whatever they want to do because they understand this person want them more than they will ever want that person back. And that's when you lose all your respect and self-worth. That's one of the reasons why I always tell folks to heal after each relationship. You won't have to act desperate if you already know yourself and know exactly how you're supposed to be loved. One of the last things that usually happen when you make yourself look desperate, you are not gonna realize that the person is not treating you right. That's also one of the ways that the person's gonna realize that, oh, I think she's more desperate than I thought. I think I can get away with literally anything as long as I stay with her. That's the problem. Because by you being so blind in a relationship, just because you want to be in a relationship, just because you've been rushing in a relationship because of the idea of you being in a relationship is something that you really need right now, you're going to put yourself in a situation where the person's going to lose all respect for you because the things that they're going to be doing to you that you are not going to be aware of, and despite the fact that they know one day that you will find out, they understand that you won't leave them, you are too desperate. That's the reality of it all. And that's why it's important to have those type of conversations. If you're thinking about somebody telling you every day that they want to be in a relationship, every day they're constantly trying to bring it up, what's the first thing that's going to come to your head? This person is desperate. Yeah, this person really wants to be in a relationship. Despite them not getting to know me to the fullest, they're just in a relationship. And the only reason somebody is ready to settle without knowing exactly what they're getting themselves into is because they are desperate. That's basically the best definition. And the best way somebody's going to know that is by trying to rush into a relationship that you don't know anything about the person that you're trying to get in a relationship with. The third reason you need to stop rushing into relationships is because the person that God sends you, you might literally push that person away. Yeah, that happens all the time. The fact that you're going to keep pushing things on that person, you're going to make the person run away. They're going to realize that, okay, she always trying to have me meet her parents. She always trying to invite me to cookout. I am not ready for that. Just because you are ready to be in a relationship, the other person might not be ready to be in a relationship where everybody knows about it. The person might not be ready to get married exactly at the same moment that you want to get married, especially if you guys just started to date 3 months ago. That's not gonna happen. Despite the fact that a guy might be willing to marry you, they're not gonna jump into the marriage by you forcing them to marry you. If you really think about it, when you keep pressuring somebody to do things that they are not ready for, the only one thing that's gonna happen at the end is that the person's gonna run away. Despite the fact that the person loves you, despite the fact that the person wants to spend time with you, that does not mean that they want to get married immediately. That does not mean that they want to do the things that you want them to do. That does not mean that they want to have kids immediately. That does not mean that they want to move in with you immediately. Those are the things that usually happen when you keep pushing somebody to be in a relationship with you, when you keep rushing somebody to be with you. So please, instead of rushing, get to know the person a little bit better to understand exactly how you could build up a plan before you start pushing people into trying to do the things that you want them to do without knowing if they want to do the exact same things with you. So it's best for you to actually know what the person wants, and the only way you're gonna know that is by giving and taking time to build up the relationship. The last one is something that happens mentally. Yes, when you keep rushing yourself into relationships, and every time you get in a relationship, you realize that you're not getting the exact result that you expected. Yes, you gave your entire self. Yes, you did not give yourself time to get to know the person, which means you did not know if the person was a dog or if the person was a good person from the beginning. There's only one thing that's going to happen: more baggage, more mental damages. Because whenever you start rushing people into relationships, let's say that you've already been in 6 relationships in 1 year. At some point, you're going to start to build up resentments. Yes, at some point, you're going to start hating the other sex. At some point, you're going to start saying things like love doesn't exist. Real relationship doesn't exist. At some point, you're going to build up so much toxic layers to the point where you won't even realize that you've been the problem the entire time. You cannot keep getting in relationships following the same pattern and expect something positive to happen. You never give yourself time to really get to know the person, therefore you'll never know what you're getting yourself into. And if you keep getting in the same relationship with the same wrong people, you're gonna keep getting a little bit of that toxicity they have to offer, and you're gonna become toxic yourself. And that's why a lot of women, a lot of men's gonna tell you things like they don't believe in love. It's not like you don't believe in love, it's just because you've been dating the same exact people and you've been doing it so often to the point you never gave yourself a break to heal. You've been rushing into moving with somebody you don't even know. Of course they're not gonna pay the rent because they never paid rent in their lives. Of course they're not gonna take care of you the way they're supposed to because they've been selfish all their lives. Of course they're not gonna pay attention to the things that you want them to pay attention to because it's been all about them. They never understood the idea of being in a relationship with somebody before they met you. You never took time to get to know the person well enough because you were rushing too much. And that's one of the biggest conversations that people need to start having, especially in today's society. Too many people get to find themselves in different relationships every month. This is not how it's supposed to be. You have to stop rushing into relationships. That's what I've been saying throughout my entire videos. You have to give yourself time to heal, because rushing into a relationship is the first step into a failed relationship. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If I've missed something in the process, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Peace.